Buzz's retirement garage, working on a project. And I have a rain barrel, and don't mind all the mess and the dirt and the crud and the junk and the whatever, because I haven't cleaned up back here. I've been working on the flower beds in the garden, as you guys know, so I had to get this rain barrel going. And what happened was this, which gets between the downspouts, got a little rusted out, didn't it? So it's not holding the water, and then you put a plug in there when you don't want it. Otherwise you'd have a little hose in there, and which would go to the rain barrel. So this is the new one I put up. And remember, don't look at the dirt. Close your eyes to the dirt, just squint when you're watching this video. Anyway, I got this from Oatly, I think from Amazon. So it's a plastic one, and it just goes in between the downspouts here. You just cut the downspout 6 inches, put that in. Then it has a hose that goes where this red thing is, where it's capped, and it goes into this hole. Now, this hose that I used to, or that was the old one, is only like a 1/2 inch. So the new one is 1 1/4 inches. So I had to cut. The hole was already existing, right? Well, I needed to widen that out to 1 1/4 inches, but I went 1.5 inches. And if need be, I'll put a little gasket, make my own little gasket and put it around the hose. But anyway, Scott from Everyday Home Repair. If you've ever seen him, he does bathroom, he does all kinds of home repair projects. Scott from Everyday Home Repair. Anyway, I bought this a long time ago. I bought this hole saw set, and I think I had to use it on a door or something at one time. I can't remember what it was. And when I bought it, I said I probably only used it twice in my life. So this is number 2, so I guess I'm pretty much done with it. But anyway, it's a nice little kit from Harbor Freight. And even my drill, my Hercules drill, 20 volt. This thing, I love this thing. This is probably one of the best things I ever bought from Harbor Freight. This battery just lasts and lasts and lasts before you have to charge it. I absolutely love it. But anyway, I put on the 1.5 inch hole saw. Okay. Now the trick is how you take a smaller hole and make it a bigger hole, right? So Scott from Everyday Home Repair said you would drill, just make yourself, and I know this wood's a bit thick, it's the only thing I could find. So I used a hole saw on both sides, cut myself a little template. There's the piece that came out, so you can see I cut it from both sides. My hands are dirty too, so don't pay attention to that. I've been in the garden. Then you would mount this on here, right? And then you use that as your template to make the hole bigger. Pretty smart. See, I'm not a big do-it-yourselfer when it comes to some projects, so I have to learn from others. And I'm so glad YouTube is around, because he taught me that little tip, so I wouldn't be screwing around with this thing very much. But look at that. Look inside there. Isn't that gross? That's the moss and all the crap that's collected for probably 20 years. That's pretty gross. Well, I'm gonna have to clean that out. I'll get the pressure washer out. We'll get that. So every job that you start, you know, and you probably know this too, every job you start, you think it's gonna take 20 minutes, half hour, it turns into 2 hours worth of work, because you got to do this, you want to improve that. But anyway, I got my rain barrel. You can see that stuff. And it just goes with a little spigot down to the bottom. What is that, poison ivy? No, I don't think so. I got the hostas over here. But yeah, we'll get this thing cleaned up. Get this power wash this siding over here. Get that all cleaned up and looking good. And I might weld this, I'm not sure. But just as a spare, I probably will. See if we can just salvage it somehow. And salvage the little rubber gaskets, etc., etc. So anyway, this is Buzz's project at Buzz's Retirement Garage.